Just move the tripod over. So August 14th, Sunday evening, pretty late in the evening here, and kind of a celebration live stream. I just did a brief test live stream with the Starlink, and that with the Nikon camera and everything was running good. So the Nikon camera and the Starlink are working together, which means a lot of good stuff going forward. Hey Virgil, good stuff. Just doing a basic live stream here with the iPhone. I'm going to get the Starship in view. There was some type of announcement about Pad B with the Starship, so it's worth checking out. I'm going to check it out. It just said Pad B was closed with the Starship, so not sure what that means, but we shall maybe see. Probably, if anything, just some venting. Yeah, Tony, last night was a good stream, huh? Good stuff. Thanks for the great words, Tony, about you and also Tom Tech. Good stuff. Thank you so much. Making it available for everybody here, you know, at Ocean Cam is what you said. And that's basically what I'm doing here. So, thank you. That is what I'm doing. Yeah. There was some announcement just now about Pad B. Yep, good stuff. Thank you. Good to be recognized, so I appreciate that. Seen for what I'm doing here. It's good stuff. They just said Pad B was closed and something about the Starship, so I'm gonna get it in view a little bit. So I want to say thank you to the people over there in Hawthorne who got that shipment out very quickly. And I was expecting it might arrive on Wednesday is what FedEx was saying, and it got here today. So 3 days early. That's good. Really good stuff, everybody. Thank you. Ocean Camera Space Corp is very thankful to SpaceX and the Starlink people. Good stuff. Thank you. We'll be able to provide better video coverage of the launch site here now because of that Starlink. So. I'll zoom in on the base and maybe I can see something else here. Hey, have on. I didn't see you there. Good stuff. Season, what is the name there? Seasoned wolf, good stuff. Virgil Core 2, interesting. Kind of the next level here at OceanCam. It's starting pretty much every day is the next level, but we got a new technology level accomplishment achieved tonight. I saw a post on Facebook. There's a group called Interesting Engineering, and there was a doctor and a team who published an article about 50% of the water in our solar system is older than the solar system. It's older than the sun. And they were saying there's different types of water. And I put a link to this on the emissions page at the very bottom in the publications area. So not all the water in the universe, in our solar system, it's the same. So some of it's heavy water, and some of the water, you know, the longer it's around it, it changes. So there's evidence that 50% of the water in our solar system is not originally from here, but from somewhere else, just due to the age of the water. Pretty cool stuff. That would be another reason to go out and get different types of water from around the solar system. I don't know, Sir Chris. I think it had to do something with the heaviness of the heavy water versus, you know, deuterium versus H2O. You know, there is a link to it on the. I didn't post it in the community section. I shared it in the Facebook group at OceanCam on Facebook. But I also put it in on the missions page on the OceanCam.space website. So if you go to the missions, it's there too. Otherwise, you can type in oceansinspace.com, and that'll take you to the OceanCam website as well. And then do a search for the missions page. You can type in the search missions, and that'll take you to that page. I redirected that domain to the OceanCam.space website. I don't know if they're going to do anything here with the Starship, but the Pad B is locked down for some reason. 9:15 p.m. here, Central Time. Maybe I'll leave this shot here, and I'll go get another shot of the maybe of the tower and some of the work they're doing there. I can come back to here if we hear some noise or another announcement or something about the Starship 24. I'll come back to you. All right, gonna move. Sorry. I could get another shot of this over by the, but there's an NSF truck, I believe, over there. It could be a Lab Padre, but hey, Julian. Another benefit of this is I could also start doing a truck cam and just start sleeping on the property of mine. I got to get a tent, and then I could sleep in the tent instead of in the truck. I could leave the truck here with a Starlink and live stream from the iPhone at nighttime. Just because the Wi-Fi from the Starlink is going to be uninterrupted, so it should be a solid live stream with the Starlink if I want to do a truck cam 24/7. I gotta figure some of these things out if I want to do them or not, but I'm at the point where I can do a truck cam and then just walk home. I bought some bolts. I bought some screws and some nuts and bolts for the Starlink to lock it down. Julian says there's a tent for the car roof. I'm not sure what you're saying there. You can sleep on the roof of a truck with a tent. I'm not sure what you're really saying there, Julian. Oh. Maybe you're saying I could put a tent on the back of the truck and sleep under that, huh? Maybe that's what you're saying. I could move a little bit more here to the right and get away from that light a little bit more. So I'm gonna move once more. Yeah, this is a better shot. Well, yeah, I just entered the game now. I'm within. I'm in the game again with this Starlink. I want to fix it down, and I want to put the cables in a certain way so they're going to be good to go. But yeah, really good news. Susan, thanks. So I don't really know what they're doing here. They're working on the chopsticks, and I don't know what this lower area is where the I'll put it in the middle of the screen. That area where they have the light, this area over here. I'm not really sure what they're doing over there, but they have some stairs over there, and for some reason it's lit up more than any other area. Julian says it's called Tent Box. They're very good. I'll look into it, Julian. Thanks. I've got about 2/10 of an acre to work on, so there's no reason why I have to be sleeping in the back of a truck or anything like that, you know. Especially if I could turn the truck into a truck cam. for the nighttime and possibly during the daytime too. Tom, yep. The possibility is just open, Tom, and thanks for your kind words there too. That you would been this is one of the dreams you had for OceanCam, to get Starlink, or to get that broadband capability, right? Good stuff. That meant a lot to me too when you said that. Okay, other than them working on the chopsticks, let me scroll back here, Sir Chris. Okay, so you're not seeing anything on the other screens. I got you the other images other than working on the chopsticks. Good to go. Thanks, Sir Chris. Cool. Oh, this has been a journey. It's been a juggling act. You know, it's been a lot of magical moments to get to this spot. Just showing up every day, see what it can do every day. And you know, this wouldn't I wouldn't still be here if all that support hadn't come in December, January to get the truck engine fixed. So there has been tremendous support on this channel from you all, from you and others. So I appreciate that in every way. You know, it's been an interesting past 7 months. So Chris, Tony, thank you. Good stuff. Yep. Julian. Elongated, good stuff. I got your message on Twitter, so I sent you that phone number. I have a new phone number, everybody, so I have posted the new number on LinkedIn and a few other areas where I had the old number published. I might have to change it in some other areas, but I did update the number in a number of areas. I had to, because the AT&T has a certain number of gigabytes they give you for personal hotspots, and apparently it supposedly costs the same amount on a business account for 100 gigabytes personal hotspot. So The only way I could switch the business account was to change the phone number, but I get an extra 60 gigabyte personal hotspots. Not that I need it now since I got the Starlink, but it's good to have in a pinch if I do need to, for whatever reason, use my iPhone to do a personal hotspot to maybe a third camera or something else. Maybe I'll be able to, I don't know if I'll need to do that, but yeah, good stuff. Maybe I'll have a truck cam in and then I'll have another camera and I'll work a different angle with the other camera. Who knows? Stephanie, good stuff. 12:30 p.m. just after. It's still lunchtime over there. Good stuff, Stephanie. Elongated. That may be it. I'm not sure if elongated is John or the Silas, but paper modeling leads me to believe it's Silas. But if it is Silas, then I'm chatting with your dad on Twitter. He reached out to me today, so I sent him the phone number. It's getting late over there. Good stuff, Silas. Good stuff. Yeah, I did. I sent you a bunch of different meta musics. The thing about meta music is they're different musicians, and what they do is they partner up with a company like the Monroe Institute or whatever, and the music that the musician put together gets blended with binaural beats. So they add binaural beats to the music, or maybe they take one of the sounds, one of the stereo sounds on headphones. If you have a stereo music, you can take one of those sides, the left or right, and you could lower or raise that by a certain number of frequencies, hertz, certain number of hertz, and then at that point you can that's kind of like adding binaural beats in a certain way. But yeah, so there's different musicians who've created all types of music, and it's really a personal choice about which type of music you like. And then not all the binaural beats are the same too, so whatever the purpose of the written purpose on the title or in the subtitle of the meta music track, they'll say it's for maybe dreaming, or maybe they'll say it's for an out-of-body experience, or maybe they'll say it's a guided type of event or something like that. So the kind of the description in the music will tell you kind of what it's for, what you might experience. So but it's really just all types of meta music, because different musicians create different music, and then the musicians partner up with people who create the binaural beats, and then they add the two together into one music track. Sorry everybody, that was a kind of an inside conversation there I was having with Silas, carryover from yesterday. It's getting a little windy here, and I'm not using the mic, the windsock right now. But yeah, it's good. It's a nice evening. Thanks. So it says the weather is, conditions are, elongated. Thanks for the support. Awesome. Thank you. Good stuff. The weather for Port Isabel. Conditions are partly cloudy with a temperature of 82 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's still warm here. It's a nice 28 degrees Celsius. The wind is from the southeast at 13 miles an hour. Yeah, so that's pretty strong for nighttime. 21 kilometers, and the current humidity is 88%. Have some spare cash. Here's a little treat. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, if everybody gave me 99 cents, that would be the ticket. So definitely, that's above and beyond. Thanks, Elongated. Plutonium says you can see drones flying around the site. On the lens of this iPhone, the light from some of the if I turn the camera in a certain way, you might get some other. I'm looking at the light here. See, we'll get some. There's 3 lenses on the camera here, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, so that's a reflection of that light off the lens. For some reason, we see it that way. But there may, maybe there are UFOs as well. Sanjay said, "Happy Independence Day, India." Interesting. Yeah, Plutonium says sometimes you can see drones flying around the site and stuff. That's true. Thanks, Plutonium. 239. The time now is 9:32 p.m. Central Time. I was looking at some of the something interesting. I was watching a video by Dan Pena today. I believe it was Dan Pena. It could have been another video by somebody else, but I think it was Dan Pena, and he was saying it's good to have like role models for where you want to get to, right? So I have like 4 or 5 different qualities of something that I'm shooting for, and one of them is like a personal lifetime goal of like $90 billion, right? So if I'm going to find somebody who's already where I want to be, it's also like an enlightened person kind of thing. And then there are 2 other qualities. So I'm looking for somebody here on the planet with all 4 of the I think it's all 5 of the qualities that I currently have listed on a piece of paper. So you might do that if you have like a big money lifetime goal, something bigger than you could ever imagine making. Then for me it was okay. So I looked at the Forbes list of everybody who has $90 billion or more on the Forbes list. Because if you're going to have a role model who's already where you want to be, okay, yeah. Another one of the qualities is they're involved in the space industry. So enlightened, space industry, over $90 billion, and then there's 2 other qualities that I was looking for in somebody. And so I wrote those down, and I looked on the Forbes list, and there's a guy from India who is, what is it? There are 2 Indians in the top, I think it's the top 10 on the Forbes list for the richest guys on the planet. Not including monarchs and other stuff like that, but what is it? Gautama, I think, was part of the first name. It's starting to rain. Okay, I'm gonna get the umbrella. I'll be back. But there's a, I just got the umbrella. There's a, Sanjay says Bharat Mata Ki Jai. I gotta look that up. I'm not sure what that means. Longer, it says we should be coming back to Starbase here in November. Oh wow. That's awesome. Yeah, I got the Starlink elongated. Right now I'm streaming with my iPhone, but I tested the Starlink right before this with the Nikon camera, and it worked from over at the dunes. So that is, yeah, it works. Andre says, earlier the weather said heavy rain. Yeah, we got some really heavy rain in Brownsville. Plutonium says, I have a question. What if the rocket was powered by deuterium instead of hydrogen? I don't know. Plutonium, that's a good question. Deuterium is supposed to be a more stable version of hydrogen, right? Isn't that good stuff? Thanks, John. So this guy in India, he was in the import-export business. He owns a bunch of airports. I don't know if he's enlightened or not, but I think he said in the early days that he wasn't really motivated by competition. So that's kind of the Indian approach to many things. So if he is involved at all in the Hindu culture, that would put him more on the enlightened side of things. But I'd be interested to learn more about him. I just kind of learned a little bit about him today, but it's nice to have another potential role model. You know, so. Or just someone else to look at. So if you're looking for someone who, if you have a certain goal in life or whatever like that, and if you can find a role model who's already where you want to be or doing what you want to be doing, then that's a really good thing. Unless you want to do something that nobody else has ever done before, but I don't know how specific you want to get, but it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. This is kind of a boring evening a little bit. It's cool to get these shots here and see where they're at tonight. Every day is it's cool to get the shots. I like watching construction, so this is always good, really cool to me to watch this stuff, and you know, to be here, etc. I like to be moving forward, though. I don't like to be stagnant or stuck. And it seems like I am moving forward, so things are moving forward. You know, not only with the Starlink, but in general, in the last month, things have been continuing to move forward, so that's a good thing. John says, John Tucker says, I've been making plans to camp in the area for the launch. Fuel costs, so I don't know if I'm going to make it down. Yeah. Well, could you do a bus or take a, you know, there is a Google Flights. You can get on Google and type in, I think it's Google Flights. And I was amazed by this about a year ago when I was thinking about going to Long Beach, California from Brownsville, Texas, or somewhere else in maybe the Houston area. I could bus to the Houston and get a flight from there. And the Google Flights were like the cheapest I've ever seen. Someone told me to look into that. You might check that out. One-way flights, or 2 one-ways or a round trip on that Google Flights. Makerspace X is going to have camping. I potentially might have some camping available, but I guess if they're going to do the launch, then it may be more strict about not anyone going anywhere near the launch sites. But definitely South Padre Island has spots. What is it? Rocket Ranch has some spots. They're kind of pricey. Or you might go to Isla Blanca Park at South Padre Island. Or you can even, if you don't want to rent out a tenting space, you could just, and if you are going to drive down, you can just park outside of Isla Blanca Park and in some of the public parking, either at the visitor center or just outside the gates there at the Isla Blanca Park, and that's it's okay to park there, kind of for free. You can always park down here at the launch site by the beach, Boca Chica Beach, for free. Or go onto the beach if you have four-wheel drive and you don't mind taking the risk. Several people have come down here and parked their RV along the road here, and that's been fine for over a month, you know, so a couple months people have done that. The only issue about staying out here by the launch site is that it's about 18 miles from the Brownsville, city of Brownsville, and there's no water, there's no fresh water out here, so you're gonna have to maybe go back and forth between Brownsville and here just to get fresh water, and that could become pricey with gas, etc. You know, depending on what kind of vehicle you have. If you have a Tesla, since they fixed the road over here, it is doable to just go back and forth from here to Brownsville or even to South Padre Island and it not cost you that much money. That's about it for tonight. I'll probably do a couple more minutes, but that's the whole what's going on tonight. Sunday night, everybody. It's probably going to be a big week. I think Monday and Tuesday there are road closures tomorrow and the next day, but I don't know about Wednesday or further. I think it's just Monday and Tuesday so far, the last I checked. Scott says, scissor clap. Nice. I was hoping you all didn't blow something up like California likes to do. Yeah. Tom Tech, good night. Yeah, good night, everybody. Be about another minute. Scott Toomby, huh? Nice to see you. Okay, Tony says, by the way, the second sun is called Nibiru from the Akkadian language, meaning crossing or point of transition, or Planet X or NASA Planet 9. Thanks, Tony. I knew, maybe I'd heard about where that was or what it was or whatever. Yeah, Nibiru is something that was spoken about a lot by another individual, and he passed away. But cool. Second sun, everybody. It's supposed to come around every 30 or 20,000 years. And if there are people around or on Nibiru or some of the other planets, they apparently wreak havoc on the Earth. So, good stuff, no enemies. Yep. All right, we're getting a little bit more wind here. All right, good stuff. I'll do like 20 seconds. We're in the last 20 seconds. Tony says it orbits behind our sun. Good stuff. Yeah. And there's a lot of interesting stuff, everybody. That's we're not necessarily told about here in the public sector. Yeah. Well, maybe I'll see you on the next one. Good chatting with you here tonight. In 5, 4, 3,